Hey, what's up, guys? Sam Carlson from SpawnRoom.com with another esports video blog kind of a thing, or mini lecture. Basically, I just wanted to bring up a little bit of an issue about the competitive first-person shooter community. We've seen a lot of news from them coming up in the last year about how communities are dying out and they're not doing very well. And I was thinking about it, and I was juggling around this idea that, okay, well, in the first esports video blog I did, I talked about how one of the problems is that developers aren't really behind FPS titles like they are with MOBA and RTS, and I still think that's a really serious issue, and hopefully Valve will get really involved with Counter-Strike Global Offensive. But I had another idea, and that is that the complexity for first-person shooters is much too low. And the requirement, the strategic background knowledge is too high. And basically what that means is when someone flicks on League of Legends, Dota 2, or StarCraft 2, there's a lot happening, there's a lot on the screen, and there's a lot for them to focus on, right? They can look at the minimap and see the armies moving around, they can look at resources, they can look at the different lanes, how people are moving around. They can look at the different items. Do they have, health pots? Are they doing, Baron or a Dragon or whatever? All kinds of things, right? But with first-person shooters, we only have, maybe 5-on-5, 4-on-4, whatever game you're playing. We have that. We have them moving around the map and shooting each other, and that's really all that people see for the most part. So that's the first problem, is that the complexity for the games is too low. There's not a lot to focus on besides just the players and them shooting. And I think we see that as a problem when we hear people say stuff like, Quake Live, that's just all about Twitch reflexes, or Counter-Strike, it might just be, yeah, the guy's a really good opper, but that's it. He's good at opping, that's the end of the story. That guy's just really good with the AK, he gets lots of headshots, that's why they win. Which, at a amateur level, yeah, you're probably right. They kind of figure out the basics of the game, and then it's a lot of them just being good at with the guns and stuff. But at a professional level, there's so much going on behind the scenes, and that's the second problem, is people don't recognize the strategy that's going on. And I think that might be a real big problem, and one of the main reasons that first-person shooters are suffering so much. I mean, there is not a single first-person shooter out there that's really dominating, that's at the forefront of esports, right? I mean, Global Offensive might be the best shot right now, but even that, I mean, the streams don't get that many viewers, at least not compared to MOBA RTS, and I have a feeling it's not going to be, I mean, it might be decently large, but I don't think we're going to see it on the same level as StarCraft 2, League of Legends. And I just kind of wanted to bring that up because I don't know, maybe that's like the main reason, or maybe it's just one of many reasons, but just something to think about. I also wanted to mention that on the PC side it doesn't seem as bad, but in the console communities, whenever I've gone on the forums and stuff to read about their news and what's going on in the communities, it's really, really, really negative. There's so much negativity, and then when they removed Modern Warfare 3 from MLG, Sundance got all sorts of hate tweets, and who knows if he got death threats, I don't know. But that is not good, right? We need to clean that up, clean up that community, really come together, be more open and friendly. I mean, esports needs it, and if you really want your genre back and doing well, you got to take those steps. And then the last thing I wanted to mention was that, okay, so there's all this talk about, well, we need to come together or combine, right? There was a thing with Global Offensive that maybe, Call of Duty players and Team Fortress 2 players and all, the other Counter-Strike communities will all come together and make one big community, one big game. That's great. That would be awesome if that happens. But if it doesn't, that doesn't necessarily mean we can't still work together, right? We could host FPS-centric tournaments where it's like Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, Team Fortress 2, Quake Live, whatever. Those communities could come together and jointly host tournaments and stuff. We don't have to continually be, just because we're fractured by games doesn't necessarily mean we have to be fractured as communities. So just a few things to think about. Wanted to throw it out there because I'd like to see FPS come back. I mean, Halo's going to be added again to MLG. Hopefully it stays around, but I have a feeling it's really not going to be that big. And that was one of the issues, even when Halo was around, like with Halo 3 and beyond. I feel like every time I tuned into MLG in the streams, the communities were still pretty small. There was every time there was a finals, basically, I felt like I was watching the same teams competing. So even if Halo's back, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a big community or whatever. So anyone who's interested in helping rebuild FPS, getting it back out in the front, should definitely be thinking about these things. And you know, if you have any ideas, throw them in the comments or whatever. But yes, just a short little video blog today. So thanks for watching. Tune in later tonight for the eSports Bulletin. Well, that's Monday through, I should say, depending when you watch this, it's Monday through Friday, eSports Bulletins, and then Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern, I go live with the eSports Nightly. Tune in, catch up on eSports news and whatnot. So thanks for watching. Talk to you later.